2026 Mustang GT isn't just another refresh. It's a statement from Ford that the American muscle era isn't going anywhere. With more power, smarter tech, and a design that looks like it came straight from a concept car, this Mustang is rewriting what GT really means. But here's the wild part. Some of its biggest upgrades aren't under the hood at all. Is this still the Mustang purists love? Or has Ford built something completely new for a different kind of driver? Let's find out. For nearly 6 decades, the Ford Mustang has been the symbol of American performance. A car that's evolved from classic muscle to a modern-day powerhouse. But now, in 2026, Ford is facing its biggest challenge yet. How to keep that raw, rebellious Mustang spirit alive in an era dominated by electric crossovers and hybrid efficiency. The all-new Mustang GT isn't about starting over. It's about proving that old school power can still dominate a high-tech world. With a sharper design, smarter cabin, and a reworked V8 that promises even more muscle, Ford says this GT is their most advanced Mustang ever. But does it deliver on that promise, or is it just another facelift in disguise? In the next few minutes, we'll break down what's new, what's changed, and whether this Mustang truly earns its GT badge in 2026. From the moment you see it, the 2026 Mustang GT demands attention. Ford didn't just tweak the body, they reimagined it. The front end is sharper, more aggressive, with that signature tri-bar LED lighting giving off a menacing stare. The sculpted hood lines flow into wider fenders, while the rear keeps that unmistakable fastback silhouette that screams Mustang from every angle. It's not trying to look like a retro muscle car anymore. It's a modern performance machine with attitude. Step inside, and you'll immediately feel the shift towards sophistication. Gone are the hard plastics and cluttered buttons of older generations. In their place, a sweeping digital cockpit that feels straight out of a fighter jet. The 13.2-inch touchscreen and 12.4-inch digital cluster are seamlessly connected, running on Ford's latest Sync 5 system. Everything from drive modes to exhaust tuning is customizable, giving drivers more control than ever before. The materials finally match the car's price tag. Soft touch leather, optional Recaro sports seats, and ambient lighting that brings the interior to life at night. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood, the heart of any Mustang. Ford's legendary 5.0-liter Coyote V8 is back, and this time it's packing around 500 horsepower. That makes it the most powerful, naturally aspirated Mustang GT ever built. The throttle response is sharper, the exhaust note more refined, and with the new dual air intake system, it breathes easier at high revs. You can pair it with a 10-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual for those who still crave that old-school connection. On the road, the difference is immediate. The new chassis tuning and optional MagneRide suspension make the GT more composed than ever. It grips through corners with a confidence that rivals some European sports cars, yet still delivers that raw, rear-wheel drive excitement Mustang fans love. Whether you're carving through canyon roads or blasting down a straight stretch of highway, the 2026 GT feels balanced, fast, and alive. Technology is another area where Ford stepped up big. There's a customizable drift brake, track apps built into the infotainment, and advanced driver assist features like adaptive cruise and lane centering for when you're not pushing it to the limit. Even the sound system, a 12-speaker B&O setup, transforms the cabin into a mini concert hall. But with all these upgrades, a question lingers. Can this new, tech-filled GT still connect with purists who crave that mechanical edge? And how does its performance stack up against rivals like the Camaro SS or Dodge's next-gen muscle cars? We'll get into that next, and the answer might surprise you. Now here's where the 2026 Mustang GT really shows what it's made of. Out on the open road, that new 5.0-liter V8 feels every bit as ferocious as you'd hope, and maybe even more. The instant you hit the throttle, the car surges forward with a clean, relentless pull, roaring past 7,000 RPM like it's begging for more. The new dual air intakes breathe life into every gear, and with the manual transmission, each shift feels mechanical, deliberate, and deeply satisfying. The kind of connection that reminds you why people still love gasoline engines. But it's not just raw power anymore. The steering is more precise, the suspension more forgiving when you need comfort, yet perfectly dialed in when you switch to track mode. The GT dances through corners instead of wrestling them, and that's something no previous generation could truly claim. Ford has somehow built a car that's both wild and refined, muscle with manners. Still, it's not all perfect. The weight is noticeable in tight turns, and while the MagneRide system helps, it can't fully hide that old-school heft. Fuel economy? Let's just say this Mustang still drinks like it's 1969. And with a price tag pushing north of $50,000, it's entering territory where competitors offer more tech and efficiency. But here's the twist. When you're behind the wheel, none of that really matters. The sound, the power, the feel of the road, it's intoxicating. It's the kind of car that makes you take the long way home just to hear that exhaust one more time. So the real question isn't whether the 2026 Mustang GT keeps the muscle legacy alive. It's whether any other modern sports car can still make you feel disconnected. Let's break that down in the verdict. So, after spending time with the 2026 Mustang GT, one thing is crystal clear. Ford isn't just keeping the muscle car dream alive. It's evolving it for a new generation. This car bridges two worlds, the analog thrill of raw horsepower and the digital precision of modern performance tech. It's not perfect, but that's part of its charm. The pros are undeniable, that 500 horsepower V8, the sharper chassis, the high-tech cockpit, and the unmistakable Mustang attitude that still turns heads wherever it goes. It's faster, smarter, and more refined than ever before. But the drawbacks are just as real. It's heavy, thirsty, and creeping into price territory where some buyers might cross-shop with European options offering more luxury or efficiency. So who is this car really for? It's for the drivers who want to feel something every time they start the engine. For those who still believe that performance is about sound, sensation, and soul, not silence and range anxiety. The 2026 GT might not be the future of transportation, but it's absolutely the future of the Mustang legacy. In today's market full of hybrids and EVs, this car is a bold statement that emotion still matters, that passion still sells, and that Ford isn't ready to let go of what makes driving fun. Whether it's the last of its kind or the first of a new breed, this Mustang reminds us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. But what do you think? Has Ford nailed the perfect balance of tradition and innovation? Or should the Mustang evolve even further? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth car breakdowns just like this one.